Well, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everyone. So great to have you here. My name is Nisreen, and I'm going to be one of your presenters tonight. We have a fantastic presentation for you. I can't wait to get into it. This is something that we've been doing for several years, showing people how to start their own digital online business. And people around the world, tens of thousands of people have been using this system effectively. And tonight we're going to show you exactly how you can also do the same. So before we get into it, just get comfortable, get that pad and pen. So anything that you can use to take notes, something to drink, and we're gonna show our slides in just a second. So I will be back in just a flash, and we're gonna get the show on the road. Well, tonight, folks, it is all about you, your goals, and your own online business. And you're probably asking, well, who are we? Well, we have been doing this webinar twice a week without fail, every single week for years. And what we know is the best way to help other people is through giving them the means to really help themselves. By providing you with the tools that you need so that you can do this successfully and create the freedom and security that you and your family deserve. And by us giving you the means to build and manage your own business, it's putting the control back in your hands so that you can control your future. And that's huge. As a business coach myself, I mean, that's honestly what I think is the best way to help people. That's why we're here. And, the next question really is, how do we help people? With the most comprehensive all-in-one system where we provide you with everything you need under one roof, something no one else in the online space has done. And in the same way a franchise gives you, their package of systems and training of what's already worked time and time again for them, this is in many ways kind of our version of an online franchise. We give you all of the training, the systems, the programs, the support you're going to need in order to be successful. We're even going to show you the right products to plug into so that you can get up and running in the shortest amount of time possible, so that you can skip all of that startup phase where most new business owners struggle and then start building that momentum in your business as fast as possible. A system built for you by experts so that you don't need to be one already. You don't need previous experience, no business degree, no business background in order to see results with a system like this that's made for anyone. So I am so excited to get into things, and I hope that gets you excited as well. We have a great presentation here, so just buckle your seatbelts, and we're going to dive into how it works and why it works. But before we do go any further, I'm going to pull in some help with my co-presenter Agape, who is here today. I'm so happy to have you join us today, Agape. Please tell everyone a little bit more about yourself.
Thank you so much, Niz. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to everyone from all around the world. My name is Agape, and I live in Airdrie, Alberta. I'm married to one man, and we have 3 amazing kids. So I currently run this business full-time, but prior to that, I worked at a bank for 4 years and several other corporations over the last 2 decades. My family and I relocated to Canada from Nigeria about 8 years ago, and we worked hard to give ourselves a good life here. We soon found ourselves very busy and never having family time or even quality couples time. And in our quest to get better jobs, of course, we racked up student loans, trying to recertify, and on goes our immigrant story, which is similar to most. Now, about 2 years ago, our wake-up call came when my husband lost his seemingly secure job. We started to search for an opportunity that could provide us with the life that we knew was possible. We realized that, the 9-to-5 job could really not cut it for us anymore. And that same month that he lost his job, we were blessed to find this business. We worked diligently at it to build it. And within a year, you know what, guys? I was able to quit my bank job and join my husband as a stay-at-home parent. And now we're running this business full time. Now we get to enjoy our days together as a couple when our kids are away in school. And when they're back, we enjoy family time without stress. Now, enough about me. Let's switch it back to you and tell you exactly what this webinar is going to cover tonight. Tonight, we're going to show you how to start your own online business and grow it quickly. We're going to show you how to start making money as quickly as possible using our automated systems, how you can plug into and use the same system and start making huge commissions online so you can retire early like me, or you can turn your life around however you want. Now, you may wonder, why are people making the move online? I think it's pretty obvious with what the last 18 months have shown us. People are realizing that there's better ways of doing business. And it is the businesses that really go online that will be thriving in the coming months or, going forward. And could you imagine if that included you? The internet is still young. I like to think that, I'm older than the internet. It's just rolling through its third decade, and I'm 42 right now. So that tells me that it's still going to experience outstanding growth in the coming years. People used to think that the internet was this dangerous, uncharted territory. But in actual fact, if you think about it, the internet is now one of the safest places to be. And I've heard this saying, and I believe it strongly now. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you jolly well will work until you die. Isn't that right, Niz?
Absolutely, 100%. I love that quote from Warren Buffett. And I remember hearing that actually long before I even, started my own business online. And I just want to show you for a moment, everyone, just a small example of wonderful people who didn't wait in our community. And we have a community of over 100,000 people. So there's many more job quitters than this. Obviously, we couldn't fit everyone in one screen here, but this is just a small fraction. But this is the type of freedom in this business opportunity that is unlike any other. And I can say from experience, I had 3 jobs when I came into this business. I come from an industry of hospitality of 23 years where I was juggling 3 different serving jobs. And, it's a freedom that, not when you own your time, it is something that is just almost something you can't put into words, and this is something that every single person on this screen can tell you as well. And what we've seen also with COVID is that the internet is truly now the safest place to work. So besides all the other smart reasons to, starting an online business, working for yourself, our health is now a huge factor as well. So this kind of brings the question, is this for you? And you know what? No matter who you are, even if you're one of the rare lucky ones who genuinely loves their job, but maybe it's costing you too much time, because as long as you're at your job, you're away from your family. As long as you're at your job, you're away doing something for someone else, probably getting, underpaid for it as well, and not enjoying life the way that you want. So no matter who you are, everyone can benefit from either an additional income stream or a replacement income stream, much like Agape and myself. And an income stream that doesn't come from a job where you're actually exchanging your time for money. An online income source is the solution for that. And my serving jobs were definitely more flexible than a rigid 9 to 5, but still, I didn't have freedom. I made okay money. I wasn't broke per se, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't putting money aside for the future, but I was juggling jobs, running around like a headless chicken, and I was tired. I was worn out, and I would have given anything to stop serving. So, is this for you? Well, do you want to spend more time with your family? Do you know that every person I get on the phone with, this is their top priority? Having more money to do the things you want in life, well, who wouldn't say yes to that? And needing a nest egg to retire. Now, this is not a joke. This is not a cushy idea. This is actually a necessity for each and every one of us. And the majority of people out there are certainly not ready. Nothing compares to working online, guys. And the automation in this system allows you to start living your life now instead of waiting till you're 65. What I love about this is that I don't have to put my living on hold. I'm not in front of my computer for endless hours a day working till I'm old and gray, but rather the automation in this business means that the machines are working for me. They don't sleep, they don't take breaks, and they're doing so much of that work for me. Talk about a time and a money saver, right? I don't have to be in 10 places at once anymore. In other words, my business is running and earning me money while I'm spending time with my family or doing whatever I love to do. And being that time is the only commodity that we can't get more of or can't get back, wouldn't you want to spend the time that you do have left with those who mean the most to you and doing the things that you love? Right, Agape?
Yeah. And guys, let's get real here. We've made this system as easy as we can, but we can't just push a button and make you rich overnight, right? If someone says that they can, please run away from them as fast as you can. So we're not going to make you a millionaire in a week, but we can show you the results that real people are getting, like myself and thousands others in our community. I like to say to anyone like Niz, I'm also a coach in this community. And so I get to talk to a lot of people every single day. And, I say to them when they ask me questions, I say, hey, this really, you're the only variable in this business. We have everything that you need to help you build a successful online business. But if you don't use those tools and those machines, if you don't let automation work for you, then unfortunately it wouldn't, right? So our system is definitely proven to convert, but you are the only variable. And Nis is going to tell you some more about our automation.
Absolutely. You are the only variable. We say that in our community all the time. And since becoming my own boss for over 4 years ago now, my life has no walls, no limits. I decide when and how much I work and how much I earn, and I'm not limited to going to a building to earn money. My business location is everywhere I go. I'm not limited to a schedule set by my boss who just needs to fill the shifts, but I'm working when and how much I want and taking time off when I want. And I'm not limited to answering to anyone else who decides how much I make. And that's the worst of it all. Do you know, guys, that here in Canada where I live, the government allows restaurant owners to pay their servers below minimum wage? It's a crazy legal loophole that keeps serving staff in a place of depending on their tips 100% to live off of. The money my business generates in 1 month covers several months worth of living expenses, and there's no ceiling to your income here. So if you've always wanted to work for yourself, but you've had no idea where or how to even begin, then you're exactly in the right place, and you're exactly the type of person that this system was built for. And the last few years, I've seen so many people do incredible, inspiring things. People are capable of doing amazing stuff, but often just need a little help. So that's why we want to start you off on the right foot with a rock solid foundation. In the same way that you would need a firm foundation when you're building a house, the same is true for any online business. So first we're going to talk about pillars, because in any business, offline or online, there's the same 3 pillars that you need for any business to be successful. But the way in which you would set up these pillars in the offline space is very different than in the online world. So what we're going to do is share with you on how we've taken care of each of these 3 pillars for you so that you can get set up properly and easily. So let's start them off with pillar number 1.
Pillar number 1, find a product that people want. Now, the online space has evolved quite a bit over the years, and our biggest goals as digital marketers is to be able to connect people to the products that they want. And of course, this aligns with the overall goal of the big retailers, who have then come up with a few ways to help us make this connection. One of those ways is the affiliate programs. So let's think of these companies that we can work with directly, like Walmart, Amazon, Apple, or TripAdvisor. They create such a great relationship with you because you work directly with them and you're promoting their product. In other words, they consider you somewhat a global influencer, if you want to use that word. And this relationship, we refer to it as an affiliate program. Or another way is to work with an affiliate network. So if you look at those like ClickShare, Commission Junction, the rest of them, these affiliate networks, they provide you with links from lots of different retailers with a vast array of products, but they will take a cut of your commission in return for managing those retailers for you. Now, to buttress my point, here's an example for you. If you look at the link here on our presentation below, you'll see it is customized to an individual seller by the initials after the .com, which means that an affiliate marketer is getting paid when anyone makes a purchase using that link. Right, Niz?
Absolutely. And I would want that to be me. I don't know about you, but this is how it works online, guys. You either have to work with one of these retailers directly, or you're going to be working with one of the large networks. And as a business owner, you really want to maximize your earnings, don't you? So what we've done is remove the middleman altogether, or middlewoman, so that no one is taking a piece of your commission away from you. We set you up with the retailer directly so that you can make more money, and not just working with the retailer directly, but the right retailer. Because look at the pandemic. Not all retailers are created equal, and we've seen that. Many have gone bankrupt, and you want to make sure that you're connected to ones that you can count on, ones that have a good, strong history, a good track record, who will be there for you in the future, who will pay you your commissions and all of your commissions that you've earned. So we've taken care of all of that for you in pillar number 1. So let's look at pillar number 2, because you're also going to need to find a way to tell people about your product.
Yes. So pillar number 2, like Nis said, find a way to tell people about your product. And here we introduce the sales funnel. Now, this is one of my absolute favorite things about working online, is the fact that this funnel, as we call it, works for us and just, gives us beautiful results. And I'm going to tell you a little about it, and Nis will share more about it in the next few slides. Now, the way sales work these days have made a complete 180. People are, we're moving away from sales departments. We no longer have to get on the phone with family and friends. We no longer have to make cold calls. I mean, some people still do it, but with the sales funnel, we don't get to do that. Have you noticed that no one likes a pushy salesman? With the sales funnel, people come and find you through something we like to call attraction marketing. Now, these days, when you make a purchase online, you find yourself going through this sales funnel process that takes you from one step to the next without you really noticing. And like I said, Niz is going to share with us in the next few slides exactly how these sales funnels work.
Exactly. And so maybe you've never heard of a sales funnel, but it's not a new concept, guys. In fact, every properly set up online business out there has some form of a sales funnel on their back end. It's just basically another way of saying automated system that instead of having someone at your business saying to your customers, "Hey, you need this, you should buy this product," and constantly, going at them, the online system is giving your customers all of the information that they need. So people can come to my website, for example, and they have all the resources that they need to make an informed decision when they're ready on their own. And that's truly how it should be. I really believe that. It removes the pushiness out of it and instead uses that consistency and service and does this for you 24/7 so that you don't have to. And this happens while you're sleeping, while you're out with your family during the day. The systems are all generating leads for you. And this happens to me daily. I wake up and I haven't, email notifications in my inbox showing me that I have leads, and even when I've made sales, without me knowing that they're there. A sales funnel streamlines it all and makes the process so easy. And after a while, it does start to kind of feel like you're almost printing your own money.
I know, right? And here's a question for you guys. Would you trade a $5 bill for one of these $100 bills? Now, this is not a tricky question. Just imagine that you have a high converting sales funnel that gives you consistent return. Then let me tell you, you're going to want to do this trade over and over and over again. There's no limit to how you can double or triple your income online. Like Nis said in the beginning, there's no cap to the amount of money that you can make online. And the good news is our training will teach you exactly how to do this.
Yes, and the reason why most people don't even bother considering starting an online business in the first place is because they don't have the know-how or the time or the money that's actually required. Look at this list, guys. It's only 5 things, sure, but these are really, really important, crucial components. I know that you don't have that's all everything that's on this list. I mean, once in a while we meet someone that might have one of these things, but most people don't have any of them. And you need these things, but you don't have them and that's why you're here. But that's why the system is so successful, because it's already built in for people like you. We've put together the system and turned it into a well-oiled machine to give you with all of these crucial components built into it so that you can reach your goals that you want without the stress. So you do not need the technical knowledge. You don't need to be a tech guru here, guys. Most of the people that join our team are not. The design experience required. We have a tech team that will build your website for you and do all of that complicated connecting of the programs to each other and all that stuff. All that stuff is put together for you and maintained for you. The marketing know-how. Again, we have training that's going to show you how to do that marketing, and you have so much support. And the substantial time and money that goes into starting a business from scratch, again, don't even worry about that here. Because we are making it streamlined for you. This is a plug in and go type of system. And it's not just about the system, of course, it's about making the system work for you. We provide you with the incredible thorough training to teach you how to take the sales funnel and maximize it by not just attracting people, but the right people. Quality leads that will turn into quality buyers for your business. And the rest is letting the system convert them for you as the system engages them on your behalf. And this is one big reason why people love working with us, because having this put together so that you can just plug in and go, and all the technical stuff and all maintained for you saves you thousands of dollars and so much frustration and time. We've essentially built the vehicle for you and maintain the engine, but you get to enjoy driving it. So we take care of all the tough parts so that you can focus on the fun part, which brings us to pillar number 3.
Yes, pillar number 3, finding the right people to buy. And oh my gosh, as Niz was talking about what our system does for you, it just was making my heart swell with pride because I've done businesses before this one and I've never had to toil as much as, I did in the past. Anyway, just to recap, we said pillar number one was finding a product. Pillar number two was finding a way to get word out there about your product. And here, pillar number three is finding the right people to buy your product, people who will actually convert. Now, this is what we call high quality traffic that matches the people who want what you have got with people who would actually want to make a purchase. You could have the best product out there in the world, plus the best advert showing this best product. But if you're trying to sell Apple products to people who are only loyal to the Android system, and I have one of them in my house, you're not going to sell your product at all, right, Ms.?
Absolutely. And here's the beautiful thing to summarize, guys. We've made it easy. We got the right offer. We have the right system to help you introduce that offer to your market. And then we help you understand how to get high quality traffic for your business. And that together is what generates revenue. That is easy math. And that's why you're here tonight, right? So what I love here is that, when you reduce this down, it's really simply about helping people. We all need several things. And since we can't provide all things for ourselves, we end up looking elsewhere to have someone provide it for us. And that's all business really is helping people resolve a need that they have. Sometimes people will call this need a pain point. And I'll give you a quick story to relate to this. I remember one winter, I live in Vancouver, and one winter we got quite a bit of snow. And this was during the time that I was still a server with my 3 jobs. I did not have any footwear that would suffice as waterproof, shoes or boots. And I remember my feet being soaking wet and miserable whenever I would show up to my shift, even just walking from my car to my job. And eventually I thought, enough is enough. I went and I bought a beautiful pair of $200 boots that are completely waterproof that I still use to this day. That was an exchange from a business to me and vice versa. I got what I wanted, problem solved, and of course the business got an extra $200 in their pocket. But to personalize my point a little bit more, you're all here to find a way to make a stream of income online from the comfort and safety of your own home. So when you found one of our websites, maybe it looked like this one or something similar, it invited you to attend a free webinar. And you took it because built into the system is the message from people like you who have walked the walk already. And here is where you're learning how to resolve your need. And business all works the exact same way. When I came across this opportunity myself in 2017, I had already spent 23 years as a server and I was past the point of exhaustion in every way. I was ready and I wanted to own my time and replace my income. And that for me was a huge pain point. And this was the solution.
So now you all know the exact 3-step system for success that the people here below your screen, including myself and Nizreen, are using to make amazing monthly and yearly incomes. Now, you could do this all on your own, except for 2 big problems. It'll take you countless hours to learn how to set it up and to get it to work well. And you're going to have to pay a lot of cash before you even get started. So assuming you did this on your own, then what you're looking at on our screen are just some of the basic setup costs for any online business that you would need to pay out before you even start. So you're looking at ClickFunnels, ClickMagick, the rest of them, over $20,000 that you would need to pay out of pocket before you even start. But thankfully, you don't need to do it alone. We will save you time, money, and stress by plugging you into our online system. Years ago when I was thinking of what business I could do that had the flexibilities of the life that I wanted, I never knew that something like this existed, right? Like I said, I've done businesses in the past offline, but I wanted something that could give me the flexibility that I wanted to take care of my kids, to have time with my husband. And my goodness, like I said, I'm so blessed to have found something like this that takes away all that stress, takes away all that time that I would have, spent trying to figure these things out on my own.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And, not only are you going to leverage our system, guys, but you can leverage us. Another reason people love working with us and they're so reassured is that they know that they're not walking in being taught by someone who's just, got a few weeks experience, but they're actually learning from our global team of experts in the industry. And now it's your turn to leverage us. In other words, you can use us because we've walked the walk already. No one has ever reached success all on their own. I mean, why would you want to do that and put all of that on your shoulders when you don't have to? We have countless people making 5 and 6 figure months, 6 and 7 figures annually. Imagine having a mastermind of people around you like that, willing to help, sharing their wisdom, experience, their do's and don'ts to help you build momentum in your business. That is a huge benefit and it's priceless. And you're starting on that rock solid foundation that we provide. So again, we're providing those high quality products that we found that provide those really high commissions that you really want. We have the sales funnel already built. It's been tested. It works. It's proven. It's going to get you results. And we have the marketing training, everything step by step to get you that high quality traffic, everything in one space. And the fact that this is automated saves you so much time. Now, obviously, our system is not 100% automated. I am the still owner of my business. Agape is the owner of her business. So, we're putting in our effort, but, all of the difficult parts behind the scenes are automated in order to make sure everything's running smooth and really simple for you. And when you close the laptop and you walk away to enjoy your day and or your evening with your family, your business doesn't stop. So it allows you the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And this is how we're helping people and how we can help you too. But here's where I'm going to just put a pause on this whole presentation for a second. And we're going to ask you one very, very important question.
And I feel so honored to be the one to ask you guys these questions. And I ask you this: are you ready? Are you ready to take back your time and control the course of your own future? Are you ready to take a chance with this system and create your own success story? Well, here we have it for you. And Niz is going to tell you exactly what you will get.
Absolutely. So when you join our team, you're going to get all of these things, guys, coaching and mentorship. This is something we're so proud of in our community because we intimately help each other on a consistent basis. Access to our supportive community is constant. Weekly masterminds to keep strategizing because everything in the online space keeps changing and we're always on top of it. Social media ad training and step-by-step modules. Everything's laid out very, very simply and user-friendly in our training. And of course, access to the Sleeping Giant product mix. So I want to talk about products for just a second here. You can sell trinkets, Tupperware, makeup. We see so many different offers out there, so many different things. And you may make some pocket change with some of these other things, but you're not here tonight to make pocket change because pocket change cannot change your reality. You're here to make serious life-changing income. And for that, you need products that pay high commissions, and we have them. And the cherry on top here is, as we've said already, is that you're never going to be doing any active selling yourself. This system is engaging your leads on your behalf and doing the selling for you. So let's dive into some of these things a little bit more deeply. Starting with the personal coaching here. And this is where you're going to have a chance to get on the phone one-on-one with one of our experienced coaches and leaders in the community. And they're going to help you strategize and find the best plan of action that is catered for you to have the best success based on what you want to achieve in your business. And of course, you're going to be working for yourself, but not by yourself. And that's something that we've said before, and it's worth saying again, of course. We've made that clear tonight already, but continual personal and community support. And here's where you're going to attend weekly mastermind meetings to hear directly the specific strategies from our 6 and 7 figure earners. And all the training is recorded, of course, which includes the meetings, so you can refer back to them again and again. And what you're going to learn is how to leverage the power of social media marketing. Facebook, Google, YouTube. These are not just for killing time or just keeping in touch with friends or watching the odd funny video. Guys, these are the biggest business platforms in the world. Facebook has 1.9 billion active users on a daily basis. And I know that you've seen the ads out there, but the only people, keep this in mind, the only people thriving right now during this tough time are the business owners on the other end of those ads because they're at home and you're at home and they still have a way to get business, whether it's a service or product, in front of you. And that's why it's so important to your success to learn how to use these powerful platforms for your business, because you need these skills, and that's why it's built into our training. And I know it sounds like a lot, but remember, you're not doing this alone. Unlike a typical solopreneur where you have to figure things out on your own, here there are thousands of people in every time zone to help you. Throw your questions at them and to see what's working for them and what's not. And no matter how often you get stuck, there are plenty of people here to help you get unstuck. You know, everybody knows Oprah Winfrey, I'm sure, right? I mean, she started with nothing and she built an empire, right? And she said, surround yourself only with people who will take you higher. And that resonates big time with what we do here. So maybe the best thing I can do right now is, bring it back to you, Agape, because you had no previous experience and you are killing it online.
Yeah, that's so true, Niz. The fact that I didn't have experience with the online space. And I think one of the things that blew my mind away was really the community that we have, and the fact that you could reach out to anybody at any time, and they would just, help you. I was just so blown away by the positivity that exists in our community, and, everyone cheering on for one another and helping you get through those tough times. When you don't believe in yourself, there's always somebody saying, hey, you can do it. Just believe in yourself and pull yourself up and get to the next stage of your business. And, here we've said it again, that we have everything that you need to build a successful online business as soon as you join our community. I myself, I have now grown in my business up to a point where I am coaching and mentoring other people from around the world. And I've just been hoping in my mind that as soon as all of this is over and the world gets somewhat back to normal, maybe not back to normal, but at least back to where we can, move around freely and everything, I would love to get to meet a lot of these amazing people in person. So you are getting the exact same system that your mentor and your coach and our entire community are already using to run their own online businesses. So why do it alone? We've shown you earlier that if you try to build your online business, you would easily invest tens of thousands of dollars in systems and tools, right? Now, this doesn't even include what you would pay for third-party support and training if you had to do it on your own. So we promised to save you some money, and I'm happy to announce to you that now you can join our proven system for your one-time fee of 149 USD. Yes, you heard that right. Now, this is a one-time fee. It is not something that we charge you monthly.
No, definitely not. Like, let me be clear, guys, this is not a subscription. This is not a monthly charge, but a one-time charge only. And you're probably asking, like, how can we do this for so little? Well, when you work with, a group as large as ours, we have the benefit of mass purchasing power here, which means the savings that we have are passed on to you, which is why in all these years, we've never and will never make this a monthly fee. For those of you who have been in business before, you know what an amazing opportunity this is. And for those of you who have decided to join tonight, here's what you're going to need to do next. You click on that button up there that says join our team. And we mean this, guys. Team means we're in this together. You're not doing this alone. And when you click on that button, we then send you an email with important links and next steps. We send you some vital information packed into some videos and goes far more in depth so that you can fully understand all the ins and outs of this business. You can watch those videos as often as you want with whoever you want. We really want you to understand how this business model works in detail and how exactly it can help you and your family. You'll get to see all of the products and understand how they work, and of course the commissions and the strategies on how you can make some incredible money in this business. I'm talking strategies that we've applied and used for years so that you can start applying them right away. We're also going to add you to our private Facebook group so that you can check us out and really snoop us. So this is really an important step and a big part of your research too. And you're doing your due diligence. And I believe it's so important that you see the faces of who we are so that you can see real people behind this system getting real results. Like here tonight, down below, there's just a few of us, a few great people of our community, but our Facebook group, like I said, is over 100,000 people strong. So you'll want to see that up close. in our Facebook group. And lastly, you're going to have a link to book your one-on-one coaching call with your assigned coach. This is where you'll have uninterrupted one-on-one time with one of our successful leaders in the community, where we can help you come up with a game plan to get you started in the best way possible that is catered for you. But guys, this is really important. I have to just bring this back to integrity and just focus on this for just a second. Business is truly about relationships, and you cannot have quality relationships of any kind without integrity. And business relationships are no different. Integrity is absolutely everything to us. It's our driving force, and we stand by it 100%. It's what our community is built on, and we mean that. We don't sacrifice respect for one another for anything, and it shows itself everywhere you look. We pride ourselves on a beautifully diverse community in every way. Age, gender, race, culture, it makes no difference. Respect is given to everyone, and it shows in how we interact with each other, how transparent we are with each other, and it exists in the very way we help each other succeed. We push ourselves constantly to provide our people with full 24-hour access to the training and systems so that they can maintain control of their business to maximize their earnings. But we are a community that will expect you to be passionate about your business, a community that will expect you to push yourself and be self-driven. The success of your business will be up to you and your drive and motivation. So even with all of these systems and tools, it makes zero difference if I want this badly for you, and I do. It's 100% up to you to show up and put in the effort. And this could be your life-changing moment, your line in the sand, your breaking point, where you decide that enough's enough and you want to finally do something that you've never been able to do before, never dreamed maybe was possible before. This is it. Okay, your chance to create life with more time and more income than you ever thought was possible. So here it is, guys. This is, a chance of a lifetime. If you've ever, looked for a way to break into the online space, but you've never known how to do it, this is your chance, unlike any other, to build a successful online business. And if you are thinking, oh, I need to know how to do, work a computer and be super tech driven, you don't. We've said it before, and it's worth saying again. We have so many people that are not tech savvy here, so you do not need to be a tech guru or have any business background or experience whatsoever. And we are saving you the time, the money, and to skip all of those common mistakes that most people make. Why? Because we know what hurdles there are, and we've taken those out of the way and produced a system that doesn't have them, that makes it streamlined and easy for you so that you don't have to experience those mistakes either. And again, let's look at these beautiful faces one more last time. Like, again, the small, tiny fraction of our large community of job quitters. Guys, this is incredible. If you've ever felt stuck in your job, I know that's exactly how I felt, but if you've ever felt stuck in your job for too long, maybe you've wanted to work for yourself and you've dreamed of the day that you could walk into your boss's office and tell him or her those words, I quit, or here's my resignation. You can look at all these faces of the people that have paved the way for you. This is a small fraction of our job quitters, and we literally ran out of space, of course, to show you everybody. But these are people who you can ask questions with, engage with, mastermind with, and strategize with that can help you in every way. And God forbid, if this pandemic ever happened again, you're going to have the security of knowing that you're online and you have something in place and set up already. I know people that have struggled during 2020, some personally, my heart goes out to each and every one of them. But because my husband and I had this already, running, I started my business in 2017. When COVID hit, our business didn't change anything. It kept going like clockwork. So guys, if $149 can change your life for good in the ways that we're talking about, I've got to think that you can see why that's worth it. And Agape, I'm going to pull you back here one last time to tell everyone exactly what they're getting and why this is a totally secure transaction.
Yes. So let's just summarize this for you again so you know exactly what you're getting. For your one-time fee of $149, you get access to our Sleeping Giant products that pay huge commissions. You get access to advanced social media training. You get access to our masterminds and mentorships where we share what is getting the best results. Now, I love this part because it is about helping each other achieve success. You also get access to the use of our automated business system. You don't have to be tech savvy. We've designed it in such a way that it makes it easy for anyone to set up. And of course, you get your own branded sales funnel that is proven to convert. Now, this is the secret sauce to our online incomes. And it gets even better. There's no risk to when you click that button below you now or above you. You get a full 30 days to decide if this business is truly for you. We'll send you all the information that you need. And if you want to move forward with us, then you move to the next step. Now, if for some reason you decide that this is not for you, then simply let us know and we'll refund you your $149. So just to be clear, the only condition is that once you have done your coaching call, where your coach has invested that time with you on the phone in tailoring our system to you, then your $149 is no longer refundable. So I'm going to say it one more time. We know that successful people take action. Are you ready to take action here today? No one ever got anything done by watching from the sidelines. This system has helped thousands of people from all around the world. And now we've shown you how you can check it out risk-free for a full 30 days. You just can't go wrong here. Okay, that's enough from us. It's time to turn it back over to the other presenters so that you can hear from some other people in our community that are using the same system to run their own online businesses. And I hope that you can see that we're not scary. You can approach any one of us here at any time for help. And on behalf of myself and Nizreen, I want to quickly congratulate those of you who have taken action and clicked on that button. We cannot wait to see you on the other side. And that's it from us. Good night.